Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn how to make a fan blade. Let us begin by making the part and name it fan blade. Select the units and open the workspace. For me to create the blade, I would require the hub first. So I'm trying to make the hub using a simple revolve command and trying to maintain the distance of the hub. Let us assume the height of the hub right now is around 30 mm and the diameter of the hub is 20. I'll use an arc to create the corner of the hub, then give a dimension of roughly around 50. Now, since the sketch is open, the software is going to prompt you that it will convert it into a surface as soon as I click on the OK, as you can see. If it doesn't automatically do so, you can click on the option over here which is called surface. The first one is revolving it as a solid and the second one is revolving it as a surface. So once I say OK, you can see the hub in a form of a surface. Now to create this blade, I would require to use 3D points as well as 3D curves. So let me begin with trying to make the start as well as the end point of the curve. So on the front plane, I would like to create a point since I know where the blade is coming, since I know where the blade is starting from. Let us assume that the blade starts from 2 mm, which at a distance of maybe around 8.5. Say OK. Now, if you can see the picture, the blade actually starts from here, crosses all over and ends over there. So we need to have a point over here as well at a certain angle. So let me assume that the angle is around 72 degrees. And I need to place a point here, so the curve starts from here and ends over here. So on this new plane, I am trying to create a sketch at the same distances whichever I have made the first point. That is, it actually states 2 mm from here and 8.5 from here. Now, if I try to create a curve in between these 2 points, it usually gives me a straight curve. I can actually show you that by creating a curve, it gives me a straight curve. But I do not want the curve. I want the curve to take shape of the, as you can see, the shape of the blade. So I will create another point exactly at the center by maintaining half of the angle, which is 72 by 2, which is at 36 degrees. On this plane, I will create another sketch, maybe at a distance, so I can maintain the curve. Let me assume it's at around 11 mm and I say OK. Now, I will try to hide the revolve body so you can see the points. These are the points which I can follow by using my datum curve. This is the curve generated. As you can see, I can show it to you in all the views. You can see it in the front view as well. You can see it in the right view as well. You can see it in the top view as well. Now, to create this type of a sketch, I would require a main reference for these particular blades, as you can see. So let us begin a reference sketch for this. I'll try to make a sketch on the top plane. I'm keeping the revolved body hidden so we can understand how this works. I will take this as the reference and maybe a circle. Let me assume that the blade, as in this particular blade arc, is supposed to be 42 diameter. So I'm taking this as a 42 diameter circle. Now, this circle should be maintained at a certain PCD. So from the center, if I try to take a PCD, it should be around 78 diameter. From the calculations, it should be around 78 diameter. The angle maintained from here to here is actually 72. So let me keep a point at the end which I can use as the reference later so I can get the curve. I have one point here. The curve I am talking about is this particular curve. Now I got this point. I would require a point here as well. I would require a point here as well. So to get the shape for me, I will take a point on this plane itself and try to make it at a particular distance. For example, I try to create a point here and then maintain them in the same line. Maybe the distance from the center maybe is 20. Now I got this point, this point. Now the curve should take a shape like this, curve, go back and then come down. So to do that I would require a plane at a certain distance. Let me take the front plane. I would require a plane at a certain distance. So I will roughly take it at around 7.5, and then on this plane I would like to make the sketch. The sketch would be made with respect to this and the reference sketch, which is the circle. Now they both coincide at a certain point, so this will be my third point to get the curve. Now as you can see, you will start the curve here, it goes there and then comes down and comes here. The same thing should be repeated at the bottom as well. So you get the shape of these particular arc. We have gotten a shape only till here at the moment. We need to continue this till the end of the arc, in the end of the initial arc. Now I will do the same thing here. I'd like to take the plane but onto the opposite side. So I can give minus so the plane can go towards the other side. On this plane I'd like to make a sketch following the same concept which we have followed earlier, and create a construction point at this location. Now, if I try to make a curve in between all these points, I will have one small issue which I am trying to show it to you right now, is that when I take a top view, the line should always be in tangent with the plane. But as you can see, I want the blade in between 0 and 72 only, but the arc is crossing the 72 plane. So instead what I will do is, I will take another point on this like we have done in the front plane earlier, which is exactly at 20 mm. So I'll try to take a point here, maintain the horizontal constraint, and since we already know that I have maintained 20 mm from the center, I'll give this as the 20 mm distance. Now, these are the points. Now, if I try to make a curve, like for example, I can just follow the points, click and hold control so it can take the shape of it, and in the end point will be this. Now, when I take the top view, as you can see, the blade is being maintained between 0 and the 72 degrees arc. The shape, as you can see, is the pretty much shape of your blade. Now, I will try to hide the sketches so it won't be a little more confusing. To create a surface in between the curves, we use a command which is called boundary blend, which I'm pretty sure you all know of. A curved surface will be created. You can add thickness to this, and usually we have actually taken the thickness as 0.5. The blade model is a reverse engineering. We have done the measurements and have calculated the dimensions. Now, I would like to unhide the revolve and solidify the revolve. In few conditions, you can do these separately. Now I can directly select the boundary blend and thicken, and then I can convert it into a group and pattern it, since there are 3 different plates in the picture. So I have an axis, then I require 3 for 360, then it takes 3 different plates. As you can see, it matches with the picture. What you can see, the first, the second as well as the third blade. I have the first blade, the second blade as well as the third blade. If you have any queries, please feel free to contact us. We do provide training on advanced surfacing. You can join us, or you can search us, you can Google us, or you can look at our website as well. Please feel free to contact us if you want to join us our training program. We do offer placement services as well after the training. We'd love to get in touch with you to give you more information. Thank you so much.